Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and this one is about my Gibson Les Paul Standard from 1989. Let's listen to a song first I wrote for this video, and the gear and signal chain is and will be the guitar. I'll get into the specs and more details after the song. Into my pedal board where I have bass SD1 and then 4-inch Zool just to get rid of the hiss. Then it goes to Marshall JCM 80203 Zakk Wylde signature head, and then into Marshall cabinet with Marshall vintage speakers, the original V30s, and I'm miking that with two SM57s in the Fredman style. That's it. Oh yeah, the rhythm guitar, again, like usually on my videos, I doubled the rhythm guitars afterwards I filmed myself. So the left rhythm guitar is, when I recorded myself, and then I doubled the right rhythm guitar afterwards. Alright, let's check out the song. It's a bit goofy, but you hear. And after that, I'll tell you more about this old friend of mine. Alright, rock and roll. All right, a little bit noodling, so you'll hear the guitar and the sound on its own. Tried to play the solo, kind of what I played. It was kind of improvised. The end was, you know, Zach Wild stuff, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, yeah, if you see my previous video about my new N4, same shirt, same day, different video. I mean, when you see this, it's obviously a different day, but I'm just filmed the new video. Okay, so about the guitar, a little bit history. It has a pretty cool history. So my friend Sevi Siljola, thank you, awesome guitar player. He was already a pretty good player when I started, when I was 13. So Sevi was kind of my mentor in the early years when we were kids, and I had some Jeep Aria Pro back then. Then I actually bought an Ibanez Roadstar from Sevi, but I always wanted to have a Les Paul, and many times I drove with my moped, small to Sevi, so that I could play this guitar. I really like this. And some point Sevi said that, just borrow it, because he had a couple of other guitars. So I was about I think 16, 30 years ago. So I still have it every now and then. Not in probably 10 years. I've asked Sevi that, hey, I have the guitar. What do you want? No, you keep it. You love it. So again, thanks Sevi for eternal loan, I guess. I hope you don't want this back now. But obviously you can have it if you want, or then if I can give you money. Anyway, so yeah, so this guitar, I played my first shows ever with this guitar. I still have some VHS videos from our upper second high school, I think would be in the stage where I played this guitar. We played Aussie, so this has gone a long way. It doesn't have a original hardware or original pickups or original frets, because they've all worn out. So at one point I changed EMG 8185s to this. This was my kind of spare guitar, if you will, because then later I bought some Epiphones, and then when I found it Tokai, I was like, Jesus, these are better than this, or well, at least, if not better, at least completely on the same level, and half the price, more back in the day. So I kind of had it. The neck has been broken a few times. So one time when we were playing in Sweden with Godsplayk, the band I used to have, when we came back, I realized that okay, it's broken. It was fixed. It was broken again, and then I got the more Tokai's ESP deal. And then when I was working at Spine Farm Records, a sub-label of Universal Music, I was an A&R, so I signed a band called Santa Cruz. And their first official music video, Young and Restless, Jonas, borrowed this guitar from me. So it's actually in the video. I'm in the video too, guy coming from a cab, kind of like a record label boss, which I kind of was. So this is on that video, and I think Jonas used this on some Santa Cruz albums. I think Lost Society Sammy used this on the latest Lost Society album, which was produced by Jonas. Oh, Johnny Cruz, but Jonas. So Johnny, this has a history. It's 5 kilos or 5.1 or something. It's the heaviest heaviest guitar I've ever played. At least Les Paul, but the sound is really chunky. It's just like full thickness, you know, 89, late 80s. I think Gibson had a good period because I think Slash's favorite Gibsons, if we're not, you know, taking 59s into account, was 87. He kind of collects 87, so late 80s. So this is 89, pretty much similar than Slash had on the November Rain video, which was Joe Perry's 59. Well, anyway, last year I called Johnny, but hey, you still have my guitar? Or, well, let's just say it's mine because I've had it for 30 years, and I would like to have it back. And Johnny said, yeah, of course, sure. So I borrowed this guitar for Santa Cruz video, which was came out 11 years ago. And last year, I got this back. I mean, Johnny obviously did the same what I did to Sevi, so he called me every now and then. Hey, you know, I still have the guitar. I mean, it's great. You know, can I keep it? You know, we're using on this album or that album. Yeah, sure. But last year, I got it back, and Johnny had put a EMG 57 and 66, and then thank you, Johnny. Amazing thing you did. He did. These are stainless steel jumbo frets. Because the original frets, they were done. They were pretty much done already when I borrowed the guitar to Johnny, you know, over 10 years ago. And well, the neck, it was a little bit. So I took this to a Finnish guy, Janne Metsola-Mehtis, gave his, contacts. He's like a artisan, does furniture. So he fixed this. It looks a bit ugly here, but it's really stable now. Let's hope that it will stay like this. This was completely now off. There's this, so, but now it stays really well in tune and stuff. I changed the tuners to Godot back in the day because the original ones, they were done at some point. And now when I got it back, actually just recently I went to Musamaailma, a Finnish really good music store that I've been working with 20 years. So they changed the Slash Alnico 2 set to this one, and the new bridge, because that was done, it was like Godot bridge. It's just more sustain and stuff. So they changed that. So now this has a Slash Alnico 2 set because I wanted to kind of have a, Guns N' Roses guitar, because Slash is one of my favorite players. So the pickups they are really like mid. There's this upper mid kind of that really cuts through. If I take the SD off, SD back. And just give it a little bit. The output is kind of medium, not hot. Really cool, like singing mid sound. And this guitar, it's almost like an acoustic guitar. It's so resonating. It's the sustain is amazing. The neck is kind of like is it called 60 Slim Shaper? So this isn't as chunky as on many other Les Pauls. So this is quite close to what I have, my necks on my ESP custom shocks. These are a bit thicker, but really comfortable neck. And the jumbo stainless steel frets, man, they are amazing. When my frets on my guitar, a couple of those signature ones, they're almost done. I'm definitely gonna change stainless steel frets. Amazing feel, kind of slicky feel, and the sound is kind of kang. Then the neck pickup. Yeah, you know, or I get you in a slash ballpark. Okay, let's take the SD off and I see how how this cleaves. Add some chords. So this is the way I do clean sound live. I don't have to separate the channels. I just have one good sound, and then for clean, I kick off the SD one and then roll down the volume. This cleans a little bit better than EMGs because these aren't as hot, but EMGs clean really well too. Really nice guitar. So yeah, many of you have asked why don't I play Gibsons. I mean, I'm endorsed by ESP, and in a way, kind of Tokai, and I have one Gibson, and this is kind of precious. I don't want to take this out on because the neck. I don't want to break the neck. And this one is great, but I've tried so many Gibsons that are just like, well, to be honest, garbage. I've tried many Tokais, all of them really good, ESPs, all of them really good. But if you happen to find a good Gibson, it's a little bit like old Marshalls. They're really good ones, and then there are not so. If you find a good Gibson, go for it. But Gibson is a brand. I guess to some people it matters what it says on the headstock. To me, it doesn't matter. I'm a player. I play. I do this for, well, not these videos for a living, but mixing and recording, producing, playing all around the world. These are tools. Couldn't care less what says on the headstock. If a guitar is good, it's good. But yeah, anyway, I don't think there's nothing much to say. Great guitar, cool history, and yeah, it has seen some love. I think even Archie Cruz has played with this one on some Santa Cruz shows and maybe on the albums. So yeah, and now I play it again. Hey, hopefully you found this interesting and informative. I'll put the Santa Cruz video link in the description below if you want to check that out. Until next time, all the best, take care, bye.